get into this. Oof. I don't even really remember exactly. It's been a little while. So it's been a little while. Okay. I have seen that. I'm not sure it's... I think that more efficient is the wrong way to put it, because I'm not sure it's more efficient than truncate, but it's very good at it. It's very good at it. You don't even right. Dev productivity. There's always this thing where you're like, you can sacrifice quality for speed. I definitely think that. So like, a little while ago, Y Combinator put out a thing that said that they, like 95% of their startups were vibe coded at that point. And I basically said that they were sacrificing quality for speed, because like if you're vibe coding, I've always said this. I've never actually fully vibe coded something. So I vibe coded 2 full things in 2 different languages. And I say they're like 85% vibe coded, because there were some things that the AI just couldn't do and I had to step in. And I say vibe coded from not a non-technical. A technical person was guiding this thing and crafting things to get it to do. Anyways, but I got them to do what I wanted. So they're at least complete projects. And then something that we're going to do. I haven't decided whether we're going to do this before the AI games. Or if this will also be part of the AI games. If we do it for part of the AI games, we'll do it again. So I think this will be like a first dry run. We're going to go through and review the code that was done to see like what type of state it is in. Is it the type of code we would write? At least 95% of their investment money will be lost. Yeah, I would guess that, but I'm not an investment type of person. They're definitely not diversified in their portfolio either. If you're not AI, they don't want you, because that's the only type of company that will make money, I guess, in their eyes. All right. I'm working on cleaning this up. Today's not... I don't have anything fun, so let's talk about something fun, because I need to get into this 7-month-old project, learn where I stopped, work on cleaning it up, and start writing some new stuff. Oh, I understand, Russell. I understand. Non-AI companies aren't doing great funding wise. If we're talking about just making money, I think there's plenty that are still doing fine. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Walmart was still making money last I checked. A 7-month-old Exactly. Exactly. I just need to read the whole thing. Yeah, that's actually, you know what we're going to do? This is probably terrible. I should have done better at this. Adding migrations. Okay, so we added the migrations, but we're about there. So let's go look at these migrations. Let's this is actually something I would need to check out. Let's see. Not there. Right here. We have a workspace cargo, don't we? Okay. So to run this, we're gonna have to run the to-dos. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right. I feel like I'm only saying this because I can relate to this segment. All right, so I'm sure that this is probably true around the world, but you know, I'm gonna talk about what I know, not because that's. Anyways, I feel like it's like the poor American, right? Poor America is the ones that get caught gambling, get caught doing these things because they're chasing that easy money. And I've always thought that they were the ones that, you know, struggled to learn that, like, if it's too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. Like, like, it's what I kind of feel like what the investment is doing these days. And it feels like this isn't the first time. Like, don't get me wrong, I was a child during the .com bubble. So I don't really, I say I don't really remember. I mean, I don't remember any of that. Yeah. So, you know, I'm not maybe old enough to be like, oh, I remember when my grandpappy. It's the reason we have the president we do, because I don't remember. Scott B, are you putting this all on me? Is this all on me? Because I don't remember the .com bubble. I was too young. I was too young. I was alive during this time. Oh, going after things that are too good to be true. Yeah. I mean, I think maybe it's a fine, like, balancing act. You want people to have hope. And sometimes, honestly, hope in bad situations can be like hard to grasp or perceive, or maybe not even true. And so, you know, there's obviously a fine line between realistic and maintaining hope. And I find that people that aren't happy grasp onto things faster. I'm no psychologist. Don't take this as any type of advice, please. If you know anything about me, not any advice. This is just me yapping about what I've seen of people as I've grown up. I took a psychology class in college. That's about it. I don't remember anything of it. Not one thing. Not one thing. They're wanting other people to buy out their terrible stock positions. Oh. You know what? I have no doubt there's some groups that do that. I try to keep the hope that a lot of those are just out of ignorance themselves. You know? That they're actually trying to do good. But yeah. I hope. One can hope. One can have hope. Hope is not a plan, but they can still have hope. All right, we're having SQLX errors. Oh, do we just need to do we have we don't have any type of like environment. To make this a little easier on people, I thought maybe we would have like a file that they could just source. Well, let's maybe do that. It's actually not a .env, right? Because I meant this as more as like to be sourced. I don't like that now that I was going to do that. What would this be called? I honestly hope that that's not there. The 401ks, you know, you'll see some people who are like, you know, in theory, if you think that you're going to be richer in retirement, which is not 99% of Americans, not most people, they'll be like, oh, 401ks are a bad investment, bad use of your money because like, while you know, you'll be making more money in your retirement. And it was like, okay, well, most of us aren't that. That's like 99.9% of Americans are going to be poorer in retirement. Okay, so that advice is only for the 0.1% useless to all of us. Anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, the 401k is there to help the poor American, or not the poor American, but just help the American have a somewhat safe thing. So I hope that they don't change the laws on those to enable more risky things. I sure hope not. Okay, I didn't want a .env. I want more like a... I don't want to call it like setup DB. Do I just call it that? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they won't do it or won't change it. You might be right. I do fear for that, though. I do fear for that. Look, if you have extra, this is what I've always said, not investment advice. I'm a nobody. If you have money to spare and you want to play, you want to bet on those things, like, do it. As long as you lose all the money tomorrow, you're like, doesn't change how I live. Great. Go have fun. Go wild. Go nuts. Love for you too. What am I gonna do here? I'm just not gonna do a file. Let's see if that works over here as well. Do I need to do like SQL Lite? I'm afraid I don't remember this well, but I do remember, like, you can put like the protocol that you're doing in that. I didn't think that I needed to do that. One second, let's see, relative URL without a base. That's why it's a relative URL. Which comes from the expansion of the macro SQLX query in nightly builds. You know what, let's update all of our stuff. I don't even know, I don't know anything about European ones, so we're at a standoff. The 401k is fairly easy. It's self-directed, so like, I found it fairly easy. Probably not for everyone. 8.6. Why is this taking me to a blank page? I did not delete it. What is happening here? Thank you. I guess I could have just done undo, but that was too much work. 8.2. So it has 8.6. Okay, good. I was like, if it hasn't had any new releases. All right. We got that update. We probably should go and update some of this other stuff. Let's just do that really quickly. It's Sir D with an E. I always want to say it's Sir Day. 141. This in itself, I mean, this looks like they're holding to Simver, which would say no breaking changes. Fantastic. No breaking changes here. Should just be able to do this straight up, yeah? 219. Exum 7.4 8.4. Perfect symmetry. Love it. Love it. Well, this probably has broken stuff. I probably shouldn't have done so many at once. seemed fine. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is the same that we were dealing with. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Relative URL without a base. Relative URL without a base. Does it want a full path? Oh, no. I think what it means by base, I think what it means by without a base is I didn't do, it went something like this. Yeah. Not like this. Not like this. My morning brain fog is not helping me. Unable to. So yeah. It's we now have the protocol in there. Let's see. Rust. I'm doing it dented, and I could figure it out. I thought it was just. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, they just do. Oh, yeah. I'm doing dented. I'm not gonna explain myself. There's a reason I did it that way. Because I'm not very smart. Mostly. Okay. And I think we do expect some. Yeah. I was gonna say, I do think we expect some here. That's correct. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That was my understanding. That's awesome. Because we just did like a migration on the database, which means the data types aren't going to be correct. Did you answer my Docker daemon question? How to initialize it on startup? Sure. What are you, like, you're wanting to initialize Docker on startup? Isn't that just, you're just talking about like your standard systemd? Not, I apologize, not trying to put this down. To me, I would just do that through standard systemd calls. If you're having trouble doing that, happy to work on that. So most likely, if you install Docker via your package manager, most likely you actually have a systemd file for that. And all you really need to do to then enable that to just start running is just to enable it. So you could do something like sudo system ctl enable Docker. It's not enable Docker, is it? One second. I said this is simple, and then just brain fart. So yeah, you have start, and you could do like Docker and now, and then it's not enable. It's not enable. It is enable. So that should just set up Docker to be run, right? We can verify that really quickly. So just do that. And then when you do enable like this, you can also do now. Enable won't necessarily boot it right away. So if you're wanting to start it, if it's not started, you can do now. And that will also start it right then. So you should be able to do that, I think. That's what I would do, at least. And if that didn't work, we can talk about it. All right, is this giving us good feedback? I remember that we were having trouble with Vim and getting actually good feedback, right? Because like this is what we want in Vim, this right here. So let's see if we can get that. This is on line 56. Beautiful. Beautiful. No problem, Scott B. I enjoy helping with the little that I'm knowledgeable enough to help with. I'm happy. All right. So what is the table to do has no column name completed. That's right, because we have like a, if we look at the migrations, we alter table, add due date. So there's a due date and a completion date. This was like the whole migration thing that we're doing. And then where it's completed, where it's set as completed, like where we have the old value completed, we're setting the completion date as, this should be really when the migration is run. And then we're dropping the column. Okay. We can update this. Be a more modern date. Let's see. This is the 7th month. Yeah, a few days ago. Basically, this is lost information. This is a made-up date. It is what it is. I don't know in SQLite if you can do like a at today's date. We'll have to look that up. Because if we can, that would be better. Let's see. I don't want it from code. I don't think SQLite has this. Let's see. Maybe. Maybe there's an option for this? And I can use now with it? The string now is converted into the current date and time. Okay, yeah. So we'll just use date time now? Oh yeah, I'm not signed in. Well, I was gonna give the AI a little assistant. A little assistance, but you know what? Don't feel like it. Why do we have this? Hello? Hello? There we go. All right. So this should have our new fields on it, right? Yeah, due date, completion date. Okay, okay. And then, I'm sorry, you all. I'm sorry, my brain. I haven't worked on this project a little while. I just need to look back at the migration again. We're talking about, good, I kept them completion date, perfect, and due date, completion date. Excellent. So this would be actually, I don't know what I typed here. Let's see. Is this right? Because so if we have a new one, when you insert it, we're not gonna let you have a completion date, right? Like it's not completed. Right. So like it's just going to be an empty string. Are we gonna have to handle this? I didn't think about that. Oh. We're gonna have to deal with that, aren't we? Two values for 3 columns. I do believe I have more than 2 values. That's 3 values. Okay, what? 2 values for 3. Good sir. Is not set. The following other types implement the trait. And let's see. What is this error? Wait. Oh, I see. I do see. I understand now. I understand that. Okay. And now we're back to this is not okay. Okay. So now we're to the same error this one's having at least. All right. The trait bound chrono date time is not satisfied. The following other types implement SQLite encode. So it doesn't like we're trying to serialize date time, which is this one right here. Yeah. Okay. Fair. Okay, and then the other thing is I probably can't encode an optional, can I? And we wanted them to like optionally be able to have a due date. They don't have to set a due date. So we could look at this a couple different ways. We could look at... Right. So one, we should unwrap it. It should be an optional. Probably before it makes it to this function is what I'm thinking. The other thing is we have a couple things for chrono. We could either implement the SQLX encode on it, or we could probably just take it to something that is... We could take it to something that is like a stir. I don't like previous Merrick. I don't like how he wrote these. Okay, let's I see why I wrote it this way now. Maybe I had the same comment then. Like, I'm passing this in. This is like a very C way to do it, right? And then the results are passed back. I see. Oh, I see. I see. Use of deprecated associated function from UTC. Use time zone from UTC date time. Oh, I can use time zone. Use time zone. Chrono date time from UTC. Use time. Oh, like, is this a different crate? Is this a whole different crate instead of chrono? Or is it recommending like let's see. Only 262,000 years? Horrible. Okay, let's actually go to, not what I meant. I meant the docs. Oh, they mean chrono time zone is, I guess what. Okay. So I think they want this one up here. Yeah. I might have already been in the, I actually forget what I was going for. Time zone from use TC time, date time. All right. But of course, that's going to have different arguments. This function are incorrect. Okay, let's just jump to this. Native date time. Oh no. Convert the UTC native date time to the local time. This is going to get more complicated. How do I create one of these native date times? I mean, did I say native instead of naive? It's okay. You can start making fun of me right now. I give you permission. I deserve that one. I deserve that one. I have. So I can't do just new. I don't have the date and time. I don't love this. I just want to pass in. I prefer this way that I was doing it, right? Where I gave that it was UTC and the date. So like I gave it the time zone and the date. I don't know why that was deprecated. I guess I could just do this one, right? That's interesting. It didn't tell me to use this one, right? It told me to use the other one. Yeah, time zone from not, but really I can use this one, right? Let's see. This only has this one. These are all deprecated. What are these, I guess? I only have a single entity. So I want like a date time that takes a single thing. Like I don't want to, like I know this is easy, a non-zero I32, but I have it all together in the database. Oh, let me check out the chrono library. Maybe they have a example here that would be better than me just maybe they'd have an example that's a little bit. Some example code, maybe? They have some tests. Let's do that. Oh boy. Oh boy. See, it's not allowing me to use any of these. I really don't want to use deprecated things in like a class. Right? Like, I can do this, but I haven't split out. Well, this one's deprecated anyways, but I could use this one, but like, this requires me to have the hour, minutes, seconds when I don't have that split out, right? I have the date time string. Let's see. Let's see if there's another. This is the deprecated one. Deprecated. Let's see. This one's fine, but I have to build that naive date time. Wait. Maybe I'm being naive. One second. Maybe I'm being naive. Because it's an SQLX date time. Not being naive. This is okay. Let's see. Do we need chrono at all? Was chrono the mistake? What are we solving with chrono? Okay, my guess is here that we use chrono for the at rest in memory, right? So this is a chrono date time. Right. But what if we got rid of chrono here and just maintained it as... I feel like that's what I originally was doing, and for some reason didn't like that. Or struggled to get it to work correctly. But what if we just... I want to keep it simple. Let's try to remove chrono from everything and use just the most primitive option we can do. Because this isn't going to be time zone aware, and that's going to be okay. Because, like, we're just trying to help people learn Rust, not teach them why date times suck. Maybe it needs to be offset date time. Wait, why can't Surdy do these? These are SQLX types, right? Right. Does this have date times in it? I don't think it does. No. It's just like super simple. Let's see. Let's see, any derive. Let's see. Oh, maybe we just need this. Does this... Is there a chrono feature flag? Is that what I'm seeing? Wait, do we not have that? We have the time feature flag? What does time do? Add support for date and time types from the time crate. alternative to chrono, which is preferred by query macro, if both are enabled. Let's do chrono and not time. And if that doesn't work, we'll get triggered. You're welcome. There's your joke of the day. I'd much rather just work with chronotypes than convert these things between... that was really dumb. That was Merrick not reading this. Okay. I'm getting back to where things are. Beautiful. All right, so that means these should all work. These should all work. We'll need to take out time. This will need to be replaced with chrono. Wait, why does it say we don't use date time in UTC? Oh, there is a mistake here. Okay, it was just my mistake. Just my mistake. Okay, cool. So if those are all stored in UTC, okay. But we also added serialization to and from chrono, right? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. How's everyone doing today? Does anybody have big plans for the weekend? I forgot to ask. Got big plans for the weekend? Ooh, nice. Everybody always makes fun of me because they're like, where are you from? And I'm like, the East Coast. And they're like, not even any water near you. And it's like, but that's the time zone I'm in. I don't know how else to describe it. Coast adjacent? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm like coast adjacent. You're actually on the coast though. That's beautiful. I don't know what Orchard Beach is for sure. But I'm everything I've ever seen out of Maine is beautiful other than the bugs. Other than the bugs. Great Lake adjacent. If I wasn't in Southern Ohio, I'd be. My state is Great Lake. Like, my state touches the Great Lakes, but yeah, I guess I'm also Great Lake adjacent as well. I'm kind of landlocked. I have a river. It doesn't catch fire anymore. Old Orchard Beach is on the southern end. To be honest, I don't know the difference between the southern and northern end. If like there's a difference in like the sand or the beaches or the climate. Maine's pretty small, so I'm assuming that like not too much of a difference, but you know, that's, you know what they say about assumptions. So we're getting a naive date time back. Can we just avoid all of this now? Can we just do this? I made that so much harder than I needed to. Wait, why is it upset about that? Missing field completion date. Oh. My expert skill at typing. This is not quite done. Not quite done. Okay. Mismatch types. Expected enum of date time UTC. Found name. You know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? Some might call me naive. If I knew how to spell naive, they might call me that. Can I just do this? Forget the UTC. It will be whatever time zone you're in, which is great for simple stuff. Okay. And then we can just do this. I could have taken it to UTC. Like, that's easy. Once you have a naive date time, everything else in Chrono seemed like it was easy. But check this out. Now I don't even have to worry about it. And then we don't have to like do all that other stuff. Unless if there's a good lesson to be learned by doing it, then I would say like, let's do it. Like, absolutely, let's do it. I don't know that there's a good lesson to be learned here. Other than Merrick is dented. It's a good lesson. It's a good lesson. All right, cool. We're not ready. We're not building yet. Yeah, okay. We're really, really, really close. All right, to-do does not have this field completed. Yeah, in routes. What are we doing here? What is this? Post a to-do. Okay, so we're just posting here. Fantastic. Fantastic. What is this payload? What is this payload? It's adjacent of a to-do. Okay, perfect. Payload, this is all garbage. Okay. Due date. Payload due date. Yeah. Completion date. Let's see. Do they update on this one? Or is this just for a new to-do? 1 second. Let's saved equal match payload ID. What's this saved? Okay, so we're just seeing if it's saved. Okay. Oh, so okay, I see what we're just saying here. It's new if it doesn't have an ID. Okay, reasonable. This is a reasonable take. Because we're letting the database make the ID. Okay. So this is none. We're not allowing you to make a task already completed state. So this is okay. And we're just taking the whole payload here. Okay. Excellent. And we're building it here because why are we building it here? I guess this allows us to set these things, right? Like to enforce them. One thing we should do here is validate that the ID is in there, right? I guess we could actually take this query result that we're ignoring and do that. We probably should do that. Let me put a to-do here. Check query result to see if the ID is... We probably should just return the query result, right? I was gonna say is like if I was thinking about this. Never mind. Let me remove that. I was thinking that if the ID wasn't in the database, that we could then create a new one, but it's a bad request. And we won't be able to make that bad request from the front end. So that means that you're playing around with the API. You made a bad request. We should just return bad request. Okay, never mind. Sorry, had to think that through. Anybody else have any fun plans for this weekend? I'm gonna leave these like this. I want to show people how to do it all. This is new since this was started, actually, which is interesting. Okay. Cool. Does this build now? It doesn't. It doesn't, right? What? Question, should we build a TUI with our favorite two-berry library? Our favorite two-berry library? With our favorite TUI library. I don't know why my body wanted to add more words to that. Not less. All right, there's still work to be done here though. These aren't all, like, these were updated, but not necessarily required to look correct. I know. You can write incorrect Rust. Trust me, I'm an expert at it. All right, this one looks fine-ish. Let's see. Yeah, it's a record. So we do need to do this. Okay. We delete by ID. Okay, a new one. A new one can have a title and a due date. We don't have any body, like, it's just the title and the due date. Fantastic. And we update. We need to add the completion date, right? Yeah. Cool. So now that weekend plans, everybody's gonna do something boring. I have a plethora of weekend plans. I have the news with you guys tomorrow morning, and then some more work on this. I feel actually fairly good about this right now, where it's at. So we're probably going to start the next day. We also need to, I need to like review some of the finer things that were in here. Like we made some Kubernetes files for deployment. We also have like the weather service, which I need to look at. We'll probably start looking at this tomorrow. Yeah. I was going to say, I think we'll start working on the weather service now that we're done with the migration. That was kind of where we were going. So I have the news with you guys. I have the weather service. And then, what was it? Weekend plans. I have big weekend plans. So tomorrow I'm driving to a neighboring town because my father's going to be in that town, and I'm going to pick up his truck, and I'm going to pick up railroad ties, which are way heavier than I expected them to be. If you guys didn't know that railroad ties, cross ties is you can buy cross ties on. Oh, this is horses. This is not what I'm talking about. This is not what I'm talking about. I do know what that is. Let's go with railroad cross ties. Oh, you can buy. Okay, no, you cannot buy them from Amazon. That makes sense. I would not expect for you to buy railroad. Anyways, this is not a good picture. Not a good picture. There we go. Here's some good pictures. Anyways, they're 200 pounds. I did not realize this, but they're 200 pounds. Scott B, you have 4 Android tablets working to make a Kubernetes cluster. How's that going? Hugh? Oh, Hug. Sorry, I was going for it. I was like, Hugh to all? My English is bad enough. I figured that was something. Are they running Android? Are you like running like you say that you have 4 Android tablets? Are they actually running Android, and you're running Kubernetes on Android? I have never done that. Or are you running like a Linux on them? And I know Android runs Linux down deep somewhere in its heart. It's Linux. That's like people that say Mac is Linux. It annoys me to no end. They're like, oh, Mac is Linux. No, it's not. No, it's not. But thank you. Thank you. It's not, but it's not Unix either. Just to be clear, Unix-like is acceptable. Unix-like is acceptable. Just to be clear. All right. I'm gonna use Termux. I'd be interested in your progress with that. Termux is a terminal emulator, yes. But the things that you need on the system to run Kubernetes, I'm just not sure if they're there, right? Not in a way that's going to be easy to use. Like, I don't know. Maybe somebody's already done this and has like, it feels like it's going to be tedious. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. This sounds like a good YouTube video. Termux is a Linux distro? I thought it was just a terminal emulator on Android. I guess I'm probably super wrong. A minimal base system installed automatically. Okay, so you have the app package manager? Okay. Okay, so that seems reasonable. I mean, none of this is reasonable. Like, let me rephrase this. None of this is reasonable. But it sounds like it's a reasonably possible thing. I kind of want to do it now. I want to get a bunch of old phones and make a Kubernetes cluster and then host something on it. That sounds kind of fun. Also terrible. How do you type on this? Oh gosh. How do you type on this? Oh. Gotta get one of those like USB, like Bluetooth keyboards. Definitely has got to be a Bluetooth keyboard. Maybe we'll do that at some point. I have an Android phone. I've actually been wanting to install not Android on it. We'll see if I do that. I would like to. X, how are you doing today? Do you have any plans for the weekend? I was asking people. Everyone was very silent. They didn't want. They're not comfortable sharing with me, or they have no plans. I'm assuming. I'm going to pick up railroad ties. These things, which are very heavy. That's what I was going over. We had extreme flooding. We had, what was it? We had 3 days that we had a ½ inch of rain, and then 2 days in a row right after that where we had 1.5 inch on both days. That was pretty rough. Anyways, a missing part of my road to my house. I'm gonna hopefully fix with railroad ties. Scott B, I'm gonna have to try this. I'm actually gonna have to try this. X, you're just working on surviving? I understand that. I understand that. Of course, I'm gonna stream tomorrow morning. We're gonna cover the news. We got some spicy stuff for the news. Not really that spicy, honestly. You're pretty standard. You know, I feel bad. Like, a lot of the news has been AI, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get some, but it's like, that's what everybody's talking about. So if you want the news, like, you gotta cover that, because that's what is happening, and people aren't doing as much in other things. So anyways, it is what it is. But I have some stuff I want to cover. I think that there's some interesting things that I'm looking forward to seeing how they play out. I'm not actually looking forward. I think they could be disastrous, but we'll see how they play out. Okay, so we've got this back into a working state. Let's actually just commit this. Let's see. Yeah, I have been thinking about running a different distro on my phone instead of Android. Been a little scared too. You guys don't know my luck with phones. I hate USB-C, and the reason I hate USB-C is I have never had USB-C work for more than like 6 months after getting a phone. The USB port just dies. That's why I hate USB-C. It's such a fragile port. This one died a year after getting it, and I didn't even use it. I have just been using wireless charging forever now, so like I don't even use the port because I've gotten so accustomed to USB-C just failing on me. You know, I own my phones for like 3 or 4 years. I don't use them for a whole lot. And I've gotten so accustomed to them dying on me that I went to use it and it didn't work. It didn't work, and it's never been used. I hate USB-C. I actually do. I think if you had to push me into something, I think the lightning connector, now while it's super far behind, is the correct way to go. This is anecdotal because I'm not like a good engineer or anything. But the reason, oh, you guys aren't supposed to see that. You guys weren't supposed to see that. Oh, okay. Let me look at this. I have a pretty fun YouTube video. Since I haven't made a YouTube video, I have a pretty fun one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I'm sussing it out right now. I have this idea, but it might be way too difficult for me to make. And in that case, I'm not gonna do it. But I did I got all my recording stuff unpacked. I'm ready to record videos, and I just needed to go do it. Okay. This is what I hate about USB-C. This is the USB-C port, and there's this little thin thing to break off inside of the device. This is the thin thing. Lightning. This is the port. And all of your stuff, all of your sensitive stuff is here and here. So if you were to break this, it would be the cable, the cheap, easy to replace thing. Well, it's an iPhone, so it's not cheap because it's Apple, but like this is the right way of doing it right here. You make the port in here impossible to break, or as hard to break as possible. This, it's just dumb. It's just dumb, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, because I'm not a wonderful engineer or something. All right, that's good. All right, my friend. I have to go get to work. It's 8:30. When making a more durable product, the universe will make it twice as hard as making a twice big idiot. Are you saying something about me? I feel like you're talking about me. I feel like I'm not sure if I should be offended about this or not. I like designing stuff to last. I feel like USB-C didn't do that. You know, like I said, I'm not some amazing mechanical engineer or something. I know, you know, the basics of durability though. I also, you know, when there is a breaking point, I like that breaking point to be in the cheap thing. So like if I can put the thing that's going to break in the thing that's cheap and easy to replace. Hey, you two. Hey, you two. Come here. Come here. You stinker. Yeah. I know. I know. You just want to be famous. They come in here and they get into a fight because they both want to be the one that's sitting beside me. And so then they have to fight it out every single time. All right. Yeah, I need to go get to work. Thanks everybody that joined me this morning. I hope to see you all tomorrow. Yeah, I hope to see you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you guys. You know, we'll see if there's somebody to raid. We'll see if there's somebody to raid. I don't know if there's somebody to raid right now. Let's see. You know, there's Donho. Donho gave me a raid one of the first times I was streaming. So I will raid him back. I don't actually watch a whole lot of his stuff. He does a lot of C or C++ games, I think. So probably a lot smarter than I am. So go enjoy his stream, say hello, and thanks everybody for joining.